welcome y'all to ZenChaos. I am Dean. That over there is Zen. And I guess we have another one for us today, huh?
Yes, sir. How you
There's
doing,
a
buddy?
I, I'm all right. I can't complain. Listen, anytime I'm north of dirt, that's a good day for me, no matter the problems and struggles that may come with life or the triumphs and the wins. You know what I mean? Either way, you got to keep it balanced. What about yourself, player?
Not bad. Good kickboxing class today, so I feel
Nice,
good.
nice, nice. Lean,
A
mean
little work
fighting
in.
machine over there. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Been
Yeah,
super lazy lately, so it's been my only thing.
I respect it. We're gonna have to get you some guns too, but slow and steady, We'll get you there. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Working
You
on
know, you know what I mean? First thing you probably should get is a shotgun. That's what I'm gonna tell you.
it. Easiest
But
one to get, right?
that or a rifle
Yeah.
in New
Licensing
York.
wise, I think New York.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You don't need that. You just need a clean license, which you'll be fine with, and you go ahead and
Yeah.
you'll get that. You'll get that thing, and you'll be good. But speaking of some people that may not be good, speaking of some things that may be going on. So let's get on into it. Now, I know that was kind of like, I know people just like, you started out here and going up here. Well, this is where we're at, baby, because
Where we're at.
so the world, is Whoopi Goldberg canceled? Can someone explain this to me? What's going on, Zen? Talk to me.
Not gonna lie, right before this, I was scrolling for the video of her and I see Whoopi apologize. So if they are trying to cancel her, she might have walked back with an apology. I just don't know if she actually apologized and what she said. And this is one of them. I would hop on that train and you shouldn't apologize.
Ooh. Ding, 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 ding.
If she did, I would say you should. But,
well, I guess that's actually going to be some pretty I guess that's a pretty bold take of you. I'm not going to say my take yet, just because truthfully, honestly, I know kind of a juxtabout position of what she said, but I don't know the exact words of what she said in the context of what she said it. I know some people are going to say even me saying that it's bullshit. You're an asshole, Dean. Well, listen, doesn't matter what you're saying on that regard. We're still going to be here, going to review this, and we're going to give like a true and honest take. And we really don't care how you feel about it in that way of if you're going to start questioning things and telling you whatever the fuck it is, fuck you. We can give two shits. So I guess here we go. We're gonna pull this thing up there, eh?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's see what we got going on. All right, so we got this video from ET. Listen, fair use is in this bitch. We're not trying to copy that shit. We're literally only thing that we're trying to do is just go ahead and review this damn thing, and that's what we're gonna go ahead and do. Let's see what we got going on. Whoopi Goldberg's comments on The View in regards to the Holocaust.
Given the story of Mouse, I'm surprised if that's what made you uncomfortable. The fact that there was some nudity and I mean it's about the Holocaust, the killing of 6 million people, but that didn't bother you. But the naked.
I'm not sure that they don't use the naked part as a kind of a canard to throw you off from the fact that they don't like history that makes white people look bad.
Well, this is white people doing it to white people.
Yeah.
Okay.
I heard this book was good. I don't know it. I never read it. But
what, To Kill a Mockingbird? I read it.
No, the Mouse or whatever.
I read it when I was younger. I don't remember there being an issue with it too much. But I don't really truthfully remember the book full and full. But I do remember reading it in school.
Yeah.
So this is y'all go fight amongst yourselves. The Holocaust isn't about race. No, it's not about race.
No, it's about a different race.
But it's not about race. It's not about race.
What is it about?
Because it's about man's inhumanity to man. That's what it's about.
But it's about white supremacy.
It's not about
ideal race.
But these are two white groups of people.
Okay. I'm just saying, okay, just to go. All right, so we're gonna finish this bad boy out.
How do we
after black people
see them as white bitches.
but you're missing the point. You're missing the point. The minute you turn it into race, it goes down this alley. Let's talk about it for what it is. It's how people treat each other. It's a problem. It doesn't matter if you're black or white, because black, white, Jews, everybody eats each other.
All right. Those were Whoopi Goldberg's comments. Understand. And I gotta say, I stand with you on what you comments saying in regards. I really wouldn't kind of walk an apology out there, because it wasn't as if she was desensitizing what the Holocaust was and that it was happening, to the Jewish community, but also to, Hitler did kill other people, throughout that, within that country. And then, obviously you come to learn that, he chose the reason that he chose the Jews in this whole thing when he was amassing power, and he chose a group to blame all of Germany's woes and problems on. I don't know why he chose the Jewish, the people who practice the Jewish religion. I don't know. I probably do some more research into that, but I have no fucking idea why he did that. But I think if Whoopi would have said that, right, and then kind of, because she's black, the best thing that she could have did was kind of, talk about it from a slavery aspect. Like when we even talk about how Africans became the ones that became enslaved, it all started because originally that, they had some slaves down there in South America, right? Those individuals ended up becoming converted. Once they became converted, and you obviously about the transatlantic slave trade, once those individuals became converted to Christianity, then it was like, oh, we can't enslave other Christians. Then they go over there like, oh, but them savages in Africa, they don't believe in God. Oh, so we can go ahead and enslave them. You go ahead and enslave, African Americans, and boom, now we're off to the races. Obviously, eventually it then, turned into like, a black versus white thing. But slavery in the beginning was nothing but class.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I mean? Like there were a ton of white slaves as well that are not really spoken about. So if a white person then said the beginning of slavery wasn't even about white, black, whatever the case may be, it just happened to be a circumstance of these individuals being that color and a circumstance of whatever the case of then, obviously, of that compounding on top of things. Would they be wrong? Because then I would say no.
Right.
That's
not so.
What are your deeper thoughts on this?
That's not necessarily how it started, but to her point, it's a video that I watched in relation to this mentions how she's talking more about what I've always questioned with Jews, where Jewish is a religion. We understand it as a religion.
Yes.
It's more closely related to an ethnic group type thing over a race, which is a biological thing. So she's speaking of the Holocaust as not being a biological thing. Like, yes, there was when the lady countered, it was a race thing. It was a race thing and an ethnicity thing more than it was a skin color thing. Yes, they did use depictions of white people against brown people, but people that were burned were white also.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Whoopi countered with that. She's like, this is white people against white people. So our bigger portion of slavery here in America was a white against black with a we are better than you element mixed in. Where the Holocaust, I don't know if it necessarily said a white against black. It was just, you don't look like this, so you're out.
Well, maybe
we don't care which ones you are.
Maybe my earlier comments weren't true clear on the line I was trying to draw, but what I was trying to state is that slavery didn't start out just as enslaving black people. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to say. So like if somebody white said that, there's no real argument. But I did want to I'm going to pull up something interesting for people.
I would say that then, again, where we're going with this is like Whoopi said, once you mention race, you're tunneling down this lane. Like there's a different lane that you're going down that the Holocaust isn't a part of. I don't put it like in this lane that we're going of, well, was it originally a this against that? It's like, no, when you think of the Holocaust, you're not thinking that. You're not thinking race against it. You're thinking You have a religious mindset that you're looking for. You have an idea of what the perfect type of person is. And it wasn't a race-based thought. It was more of a culture thing, which is the ethnicity part thing. Ethnicity is more of a culture related. Race is more of that biological than so much of the culture, even though culture is blended into when it comes to race too. Because skin color, we have that spectrum. Mention skin, black people come in white and dark. You're both labeled the same. Your race is still the same. You're still a by race this. So was that what the Holocaust was about? Was it like you're this race, but if you're not this race and this color?
We may have to have a follow-up episode.
Thing.
We may have to have a follow-up episode down the road with us talking to someone of the Jewish faith to get more. Because now I'm like a little bit more. Now I kind of want to go down a little bit of a deeper, darker path on it. But not darker, but like it would be darker.
Different.
Yeah, but I do want to bring up this point, right? Just in regards to we are not debating that the Holocaust was out there to kill Jewish people. That is not the debate at all. We know that. History tells that fucking out of Hitler's own mouth. We know that he literally weaponized all of Germany against the Jewish people. That is not the debate here. What the debate is, like, so for Jewish people, because we don't know, we're just having a conversation. Excuse me, not to debate the conversation. Our conversation is, as Zen already has stated, is that are Jewish people, are they a race? Are they a religion? Like what are they? They kind of sometimes fall in between like some of us in America, some of us Native Americans, we really don't kind of know. And to further, but now to further,
Israelites are Jews and they're black.
To further the point, very true.
I mean, not Harlem, but you go to Brooklyn. All the Jews there, white, Hasidic Jews, all white people.
So what exactly? So like, what do we? You know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about? And then I just want to kind of even have further conversation in regards to United States, right? So I pulled up something I am familiar with: death certificates. This is a standard United States death certificate. You know what I mean? And on a death certificate, there's certain things that you're going to have listed, right? Race is one of them. Let's look at this. Right? It says decedent of Hispanic origin. You have that, right? And it has no, yes, and if yes, what kind? Now, under here.
You're not sharing. Can't see it.
Oh, it's not sharing? Oh, shit.
I blew my screen up and everything. I'm like, let me be able to read this because my eyes ain't so great.
What about now?
It keeps popping up and going away. I think I saw that you were trying to share something, and I was like, oh, maybe he's holding off because we're still going. But
no, this is hold on one more. God damn it, people. I apologize.
Difficulties.
Literally technical difficulties, and it's still not sharing. I think it may not want to share because it's a PDF file. But effectively, if you no, that's not a good one. But effectively, what I was going to show people is that on the United States death certificate, right? You have something called, it says decedent of Hispanic origin. I already went through that. Then it has decedent's race. Under that is white, black, African American, American Indian, or Alaskan Native, Asian Indian, Chinese, Filipino, Japanese, Korean, Vietnamese, other Asian specified, Native Hawaiian, can't even pronounce those, Samoan, other Pacific Islander specify, other specify. Now, my question becomes, if Jewish people are considered a race, we have more than enough in America that they should be listed on a death certificate as a race.
Unless they're not checking that other box.
But why would you have to, and why should they have to?
Right.
That makes no sense.
At this point in time, especially. Because
that's what, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To now then piggyback that off of Whoopi's comments on when she's saying that it's not a race, it's man against man in humanity. She's
that
right.
Sense. Right.
It makes total sense.
That makes perfect sense to me. It's not, to me, the Holocaust was never taught to us or shown to us as a race-related thing. Like growing up, it wasn't something that we ever looked at and were like, oh, like people that I guess are that color skin were the ones that were affected and the other ones weren't. Like that didn't come into mind. It was just, oh, this group of people that claim this religion but didn't look like this. This is you were out.
Literally you killed. And then on top of that, because then nothing is to even go back to Whoopi's comments on man versus inhumane, because he was killing Jewish people indiscriminately, homosexuals indiscriminately. If you had a disability, you were gone. So he was trying to build the perfect utopian society in his mind,
right,
at the expense of anyone, which was then going to lead to a eventual world domination on the path that he was going down. So then this is all still backing up what Whoopi comments was saying on how she was right. Like what she didn't go out there and say anything inflammatory or derogatory.
Right. That's why I don't understand what people are hurt about, unless it's just the fact that she didn't put down the Holocaust, but she wasn't like bigging it up. Like it wasn't a negative comment, but the comment about it was it wasn't about this, so that's different. And people seem to take any comment about the Holocaust that is not positive as negative. Her comment wasn't negative. There was nothing negative in her statement. I kind of deal with this when I'm talking to people all the time, where I'll say something back to them and they hear it, but interpret what I said as, yo, I'm getting at you. When it's like, no, if you step back and listen, there's no put down here. Whoopi's comment had no put down. Holocaust wasn't about race. It was about man versus human and being inhumane.
Yeah, and then being
so someone hears it was about race because
true, because then I guess but then I guess still that's wrong. Then if we're going to be technical, if we're going to get into it, then we got to get into it. Then I guess that is because at one point in time Hitler sat back, right? He sat back in Germany, was like, I can fucking win an election around this motherfucker. I can do something. How do I do it? Who do I fucking blame for everything? There was something about Jewish people that he didn't fucking like, that he decided to turn a whole country against them. So I guess then they're not a race.
That's what I mean. They're an ethnic group. I'll give them that much. They are an 100%. Ethnic group. If you're even going to say that they're more than a religion, cool. You're an ethnic group. You're still not a race. You're not born.
Can you be more than a religion? Because
are you born Jewish? Like, what is then a Jew? What in your blood?
No, you could the same way you could be born Christian, right?
No.
But then hold on. Yeah, you're right. Because then
it's a belief system.
Because then what happens if you're an atheist?
Right. Are you no longer Jewish now? All of a sudden, like, is that mark gone from whatever you're going to be checking off? If you are an atheist but born into a Jewish family, somehow magically leave it, because I don't know if many Jewish people leave like that, but not.
I would assume that, like, well, first of all, let's be honest, fucking, Jewish people are not monolithic people.
Right.
So you know what I mean? There's already
more the ones.
No. I'm not saying that to you. I'm not saying that to you.
I just mean more in like the Hasidic type family thing. You're kind of.
Are they like Mormons?
I feel like
in that regard,
they'll ostracize you if you dip. So I feel like that leads to people just like, I'll ride this out because I ain't got time to go live.
I don't want to lose my whole family, which I respect that. I don't. I'm gonna look into that.
If you, like you mentioned, you're an atheist, I'm a black non-believer. That doesn't make me not black.
True.
I'm still black.
Very much.
A Jewish person who no longer claims the faith, you're not Jewish anymore. You're a white man from here,
or black, or Asian, or Spanish, because anyone can be Jewish.
Right. You are the race that you are. At the end of the day, still. So,
God damn it.
That's where if Whoopi apologized, I don't know what you apologize for.
Yeah, I think Whoopi is just supposed to expound upon what is going on and why she felt that way, just to be like, I'm not, minimizing or any of that happened within the Holocaust, because it's well documented the atrocity that fucking happened. It was fucking gross. It was egregious. Everyone. Well, most people, because you do have a sector of society who fucking likes this fucking bastard, but most fucking civilized humans are like, no, Hitler was a piece of shit. You got to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you had the chance, like, kill baby Hitler. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we all would agree on that. Like,
if you met baby Hitler and you knew what they were going to do, what would you?
You got to shoot baby Hitler in the face.
Most of us, yes, we are.
You have to.
Like, sorry, man. Sorry.
Unanimously agrees. Maybe even kill his parents. Fuck it. Don't even have baby Hitler. Just kill his parents. Fuck it. Don't even have that shit going on. We all agree on that.
To not derail, but to touch on it, would we be here then?
Ooh, the butterfly effect, right?
Would we?
What would the world be? Because that was the catalyst for.
That's huge. That's massive.
That is massive. Where would we be?
As much as it sucked.
Well, hold on. Here's the question: are you asking where we be if we kill Hitler's parents or kill baby Hitler? There's a difference. Baby Hitler. So Hitler was here, and then somebody. Now, how do we kill baby Hitler? Do we just shoot him dead in the face? No face, no case. Or is something so other nefarious actions happen to baby Hitler?
We'll be nice about it. He got sick, cancer.
Okay. So baby Hitler dies of cancer.
Or
okay,
we were able to slip some cancer in mom's breast milk. You know what I mean? Natural causes.
But the U.S. government's able to do that. They've done worse. They've done worse.
Subtract him. Is America where it is now that our parents led to being where they were, that led to us being here? I would say no.
Because then World War II doesn't happen.
Right. Or it happens just later over something else.
And then obviously the butterfly effect. So then, like, what humans meet each other, who is now then pregnant? Ooh.
At that time, I think I don't know. But my guess is wars happened because info took too long to get to people. And you had too much time to get mad and like before you de-escalate whatever, it was too far gone. That's why we are in stuff now, yes, but we don't have that huge major world because we can hit each other real quick.
True.
And again, this is just like that light.
Of course.
Light spray, like this is grand scheme how things are happening.
Right.
So yes, I think something major probably still would have happened, but it would have been
over something else.
Yeah. That might not have led to us being here. Me and this podcast would not be going on.
Maybe not, because who knows if podcast would even be a thing,
right? Yeah, you don't. It's technology jumped from wars.
But I think you still got to shoot baby Hitler in the face and just find out, right?
If we knew, yeah.
You just got to shoot him in the face.
It's hard. It would be hard to look at him and not do it, knowing what we know. I know what you're going to do. I know what you're going to do. Or
we also would have to shoot. We would also have to shoot King Leopold II in the face too.
I don't know him like that.
Oh no, well, we should. This is the fella who killed an estimated 20 million people in the Congo.
Yeah.
So he's got to get shot in the face too. There's a few people that you got to shoot in the face.
There's a few.
It's
few. Like, hey, you know what? If we can go back and do this over again.
But then
if somebody can go back with the knowledge. If somebody can go back with the knowledge.
But then that knowledge has to eventually become useless, right? Because then you got to get into some quantum thing of like the butterfly effect of,
where they're now stuck in the past. They can't come back to the future because now that future
no longer there.
Include them.
It can include you because this stuff still happened in that timeline.
Although another dip off, Captain America did come back. Avengers, he went back, changed the timeline in the past, and came to the future.
But
he went back and lived it out, which means you changed it. The timeline is now different. So now this
that timeline that he went to, because it had to have obviously splintered off
back into the regular,
as we've learned in fucking.
I didn't watch anything
goddamn
after
Doctor Strange about timelines splintering, like
yeah.
I've got my master's degree in this. Hold on,
it has split off, but he did.
So then, if it's split off and it's split back in there, it's not a part of the same timeline,
right? It blended back in by him joining the regular timeline again. He created a separate one, lived it out, circled back, and came back to the one that he left, interconnecting that one, which means he was different. So something changed, but he was still here. We were all still here.
So what you're saying is that we can shoot King Leopold II in the face and baby Hitler in the face and still be coming back here to do this fucking podcast.
Definitely.
I think we're fucking geniuses, Zen. Hey, somebody get some big money behind this fucking project and let's do the damn thing. Zen, are you down to go fuck? I will fucking shoot baby Hitler right in the face.
Please do not cancel this whole episode.
Wait, we can get canceled for that? It's
I don't know.
Hitler.
Could we? You're saying it about Hitler?
It's fucking baby. If somebody fucking reported me for saying I'm going to shoot King Leopold baby King Leopold II in the face and baby fucking Hitler in the face, you can go eat a dick and die slow. I don't get it. Just eat a dick and die slow. Like, you can't fucking get mad at me for killing them two savages. No. I don't give a fuck what age they are. No. Oh, they're 5-year-olds. They're so cute. Bam! Gotta go.
Hitler had tendencies. He had tendencies. He had to.
Tendencies were from young. Young. Look at him. He don't share nothing. He look at him. Look. He turned the whole class against that one person. He got to go. Fuck him.
He probably did turn his whole preschool against one kid.
Early they were supposed to have fucking broke this little motherfucker's neck, but they didn't. That little motherfucker should not have been walking this damn earth. Fuck that. Fuck his little ass. He don't get to watch no goddamn Teletubbies and Sesame Street. All right. Well, that was a good warm-up. That was nice. It was cute.
It was cute. Nice little first round touch up.
You know what I'm
saying?
The
juice is going.
Yeah, I mean, get a little because the shit's about to go down. So
we got to him first.
Joe Rogan.
That's all I say. We got to him first.
Literally, we were talking about you last week, and we were just talking about, how, just white men in general, white men not understanding blackness, black culture, how y'all like to weaponize this shit, how America likes to weaponize it. And we're seeing it. We're seeing it real time from both ends of the fucking field. Because, I can't speak for Zen fully in what I'm about to say. I know a little is going to apply to it. But for me, there are two wrongs in this. Joe Rogan and the weaponization of blackness against Joe Rogan and how fast we will come to it for certain things against certain people. But then when it's weaponized in other ways against certain people that you may like, then you decide to ignore it. You got to play by one set of rules here, people. And what are the fucking rules? And I'm not even going to go for the low-hanging fruit of comparing fucking what Joe said to some shit that fucking goddamn Biden said. Yeah. But there's a whole bunch of politicians all over the place that you can see that from. There's a whole bunch of executives out there. There's a whole bunch of athletes out there. There's a whole bunch of folks out there. So this is very interesting. But what we are going to do is we're going to play the clip, eh? So we're going to play the clip. And there is, I want to give these folks a shout out because I'm not going to play the clip from them because I have one that's 32 seconds. That's perfect for this YouTube algorithm shit. But the Fair or Foul podcast.
Hannibal and Monty.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. The Hannibal and Monty show. I apologize about that, fellas. The Hannibal and Monty show. Just subscribe. Y'all should go check them brothers out. They have an awesome breakdown of this and a whole bunch of other stuff. Really good shit. But we're gonna look at this from another page just because, like I stated earlier, it's just kind of perfect for this like YouTube algorithm bullshit. So here we go. Let's go ahead and share this damn thing.
Technical difficulties again.
Hell no, it ain't no damn
There
technical
we go.
difficulties. Young Jamie who? All right, here we go.
Cue it up, Jamie. Jamie, play that. You get so mad at him.
Go see Planet of the Apes
all the time.
So I look on the iPhone app and it says, okay, take me to this one. And the guy goes, okay. I go, is that in a good neighborhood? He's like, oh, yeah. Guy barely speaks English. He takes us there. We get out and we're giggling. Oh, we're going to see Planet of the Apes. We walk into Planet of the Apes. We walked into Africa, dude. We walked in the door and there was no white people. There was no white people.
Okay.
That was one of the bigger parts of his apology.
Yeah.
I do remember in his apology that he mentioned it. But I do remember the retelling. I was just like, the retelling softened it. It softened it a bit from when you go and listen to that. It's like, damn, that was really a good joke.
So I have a few takes on this, right? Because you got this, and then you got people getting, obviously there's a video around. It's a compilation of him just dropping N-bombs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, first of all, I'm going to come out here and state it. I don't think Joe Rogan's racist at all. I'm not going to go down that avenue. No. I think Joe Rogan is a stereotypical white dude who just doesn't understand like true black shit. Like, it's just like, and what I mean by that is, you just wouldn't be making such jokes,
right?
You know what I mean? If you really knew what it was. But then on top of that, I was having a conversation with a buddy of mine, a real close friend of mine, and he was like, with all these comedians, all these people getting canceled, remember back in the day you used to make money being as controversial as possible?
Mm-hmm.
And then we also got to look at the context. Like during that time frame, that I guess wasn't really that bad of a joke.
No.
Right?
And I in hearing that was one point that was brought up was you do have to take the year that this was. Like this, these are all all the clips, even all the nigger clips, they're all old.
Yeah,
I don't give him the pass for the context thing either anyway, necessarily. But I do give him at least that they was always used, at least from all the clips that played. It sounded like it was using it in context to describe what somebody else was saying, or describe a joke, or describe something like that. It was never one of those, to me, the politician slips where it's you're calling someone a nigger. Yeah. You're referring to someone as a nigger. Even if it's lightly, you're just, oh, the niggers are going to come over here and vote for us. Like, You're using it that way. His things were all explanations. Like, did you go OD with how much you explained it to whoever you were talking to? Like, oh, I'm going to pick this time to say this story so I can say this and be a bit edgy, but you know.
Right.
So it might have been him trying to do that back in the day. All right.
Well, here's
Yeah, you can go.
Well, no, I was going to say, well, here's the thing, too, because listening to you talk and just thinking more and more on it, it's kind of like, well, fuck you, Joe, on this joke, because, you think about it. It's the Planet of the Apes reference. That's the kicker. Like,
I got dropped into Planet of the Apes. That's the part that's like, how did you think?
Oh, black people are fucking apes. Like, when realistically, like, it would have been better if you just said, I got fucking, like,
I got dropped off in Africa. If you stopped it at that, but like, I get you. I get it. You got dropped off in a black neighborhood.
Yeah, you got dropped off in a black neighborhood. That's what you want to say. It is what it is. But for you to use Planet of the Apes, that is where he fucking gets lost. And the fact that you don't even have Joey Diaz laughing at some shit that is fucked up, that is what that was telling too. Because this was my first time seeing that clip. You know what I mean? I never saw that clip. I still don't think that Joe Rogan's racist, but I also do think that he has something that a lot of white people have. Especially when it comes to black culture, but then also I would say that black people have when it comes to white people. It's some shit of just saying some shit of pure ignorant shit. Let it be of known ignorance or ignorance because you're like, I know it's ignorant, but I'm going to say it anyway. And I think that's a conversation that most people don't have. And I'm not trying
white people don't season their food. To me, that's racist as shit. But I say it all the time.
Oh, that's not racist. We can't.
Stop it. I only say that it's racist because I get mad recipes off Pinterest, and they're white people. Dope recipes. So They do season the stuff.
I got you, but we can't. I guess use that one. But then also too, we live in.
There's not heavy stuff for white people, racist wise.
Exact. But I guess then that is the thing. But I do know that that like there are a few things that I'm not going to repeat on this air that could be said about them. That I know people who would say that and have said that, one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
So, in the same way, I know white people who have said things about black people one way or another. I guess for me, it just makes me I have this thing where just like everyone's fucked up to a point in a degree.
Mm-hmm.
It's just what is the level of fucked upness that we allow in society,
right?
What is the like? Are you at the acceptable level? And Joe Rogan was flirting with that because of Planet of the Apes, I think. Like
that didn't help. That was you pushed it there, but this is dumb old. Nobody was saying nothing. So
very true.
We missed it.
Completely missed it.
We missed it. We're way past it now. You're gonna bring it up now to, like you had mentioned in your intro to this, weaponizing it. I'm gonna bring up these dumb old clips. Why? Because black people. I was talking to a dude about this. He brought it up. He was like, "Do you think Rogan should get canceled over it?" And I'm like, canceled? No, I don't think you should. I'm not a cancel culture person. So, what cancel? No. Should he own the fact that he said this? Yes, and he did. So I give that to him. He doesn't do it now. So cool. You don't go back to saying it in context either. Just stop. Leave it here.
Yeah.
But where was I started? Where did I start this one?
You started this with old boy came in. Actually, should Joe Rogan be canceled?
Yeah, I know. There's something in that I started it from.
I got you. Well,
if I get it back, I'll bring it back.
Well, you were talking about weaponization of
yeah. Oh, so I was like, I think that they're bringing up the racist stuff because black people are reactionary, and we will jump on. He said it, cancel him. Don't care about context. He said it too much. He threw in this joke that was really bad. Done. Get enough black people together, and you can probably get what Democrats want, which is push this person off the internet. Why? Because that person's pushing the COVID thing. We don't really care about the black people issue.
What's the difference?
I think they care about the COVID issue. So they're like, let's get black people to react to the racist stuff, which will get him canceled, which will get the COVID thing done because the COVID thing didn't work.
Yep.
Our white America didn't work. So let's piss black people off.
White America is like our mainstream media is trying to get black people to do the dirty work once again. And I just want us to not do it because you haven't done it other previous times, like Hillary Clinton talking about she always has hot sauce in her bag, but she says it on the black radio station. Where else would she have said that on? We don't got to get into Joe Biden and his voting record. Damn what he said. We could talk about that as well. There are multiple politicians, there are multiple actors, whatever the fuck it is, that have always said shit that we've kind of like, yeah, you've gone after. Some of them have been canceled, some of them haven't. But I guess to me, when it comes to Black America, what I want us to realize is that, we have a track record with canceling white people on the right or white people who we perceive are on the right. We don't like that. We don't cancel white people on the left. They have painted Joe Rogan out to be this white person on the right, this somewhat borderline racist, crazy person who, even if he's not racist, he's friendly with fucking known racists or people who we classify as racist. They have tried to go after Joe Rogan from every different fucking angle, and they realize that, the only way we can do this damn thing in America, let's get the blacks on him. Let's bring up his old shit. Did anybody come to think and question, one, who the hell went back in all of his old videos and found that shit? To then make a compilation
of it. Myself. I was like, granted, I know people got a lot of time and people are good on the internet, but how?
And who? And then how's it get this much traction? Let's talk about it, people.
And who's the actual clip? They have the actual clip. So this isn't even the spot. This is like you sat there and went through the Spotify. You went through a YouTube too. Because there's only now Rogan clips. Granted, these are old ones, so maybe those full episodes are still there.
Oh, yeah, they probably were, I would say.
You had to then transcript every video and type nigger and look for it to piece this together. Why? Because black people are reactionary. hey, we'll get enough of them to get so pissed off that something will happen. They won't listen to the ones who aren't going to buy it, who are going to hear this and kind of think about it. Hold off on their judgment first. Let me get some context. They're not. We're not aiming at them. We're shooting at the Indias. Quick reaction. Get what you wanted, and then they were hoping that by the time we try and walk it back, Rogan's already gone.
Which that India even does, because India first comes out saying that he was racist, but then turns around and say that she doesn't think he's racist. And then that whole thing of pulling the music thing, I thought was fucking stupid. I think I'm so sick and tired of us being weaponized only against one set of white people. Like, I would feel a lot better if we had this energy like the Jews do. Excuse me, the Jewish people.
Keep it against
people get everybody.
Everyone gets it. Yeah.
Everybody gets it. Right, left, center. Don't give a fuck.
Matter.
Don't give a damn. But us in the black community, if you're on the left side of things, you must be a white person who cares. Even though they have, like, you sent the excellent video.
Yes, I was thinking about it.
You sent the excellent video with Ryan Davis, the comedian Ryan Davis. I'm thinking it's the crew at All Deaf, but they basically put it out there. Like, effectively, the people on the right say that they fucking hate the blacks, right? That's what they say. The people on the left will vote your ass to die, or excuse me, vote. Like, I forgot how they fucking said it.
I remember how they, at least I remember how they played it out.
The premise of it, yeah. Please do that.
They played it out. I think they said Reagan got everybody hooked on crack. So you got pissed off, wanted to vote out Reagan, and then the Democrat comes in and locks up all the people who got everyone hooked on crack, all the drug dealers, to leave all the crackheads to raise everybody in the community.
They also arrested.
Then we're mad. Yeah. So we're mad at the Republicans because we think that the Republicans did this to us. But meanwhile, it's the Democrats who came in and took out who really did it to us by leaving us to be led by crackheads.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then kind of look at it like, hey, we're the ones that did the good thing. We got the drug dealers off the streets.
Well, remember,
they put drugs on the streets. We got the drug dealers off the streets. We're the good guys. Vote for us.
Even though the war
on drugs, you didn't leave us with any help.
Even though the war on drugs was the war on hippies, blacks, and
the gays, set up,
and even
the sentencing,
which they set up, and then even though J. Edgar Hoover had it out for the black community, said there will never be another black messiah that raises up like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King unless we anoint him. Even though that has all been said and done, and but we know that kind of stuff is not in play around here, Zen. You know what I mean? It's a fair game over here. So I don't know what you're over there trying to insinuate. I don't know what the bullshit you're trying to fucking pull. But you gotta fucking pack it up and get it together, pal. You gotta pack it up and get it together. It's all positivity.
But that's the game that they're playing here. Oh, Rogan's a big bad guy. He said some mean things way back in the past. Listen, he said nigger. Oh, you guys are gonna allow that? Come on, black people, get him out of here. Oh, look, we looked out for you guys. Thanks. Come vote for us.
Like, Joe Biden said that, like, that Ku Klux Klan leader he eulogized, he said that he was his mentor. Hillary Clinton looked up to, like, the founder of Planned Parenthood, and we all knew the reason that she even created Planned Parenthood was to fucking get rid of the niggers. So what I'm stating is that I just want black people to realize when you're being weaponized, like when the weaponization is coming against you. Don't get me wrong, because the people on the right, they do it too. But white folks across the pond do it. It's not indiscriminate just to one group. So if you're gonna get mad on one sector, be like Jewish people and get mad all across the fucking board. So sick of this selective energy of, oh, this was racist, this one's not racist. Fuck you. Hate one, hate them all the fucking same if they come for us. That's how literally it should be. But of course, listen, I think this has been a good episode of ZenChaos. This did like 44 minutes. It's pretty all right.
In and out of there.
Yeah, you're pretty all right. Oh, look at us. All right, listen, people. Next week we'll fucking come with some longer videos, and then we'll give you a longer one. I think we can kind of bounce back and forth. Kind of depends, you know what I mean? Maybe you get an hour, maybe you get 30 minutes, maybe you get fucking 3 hours. I don't know. My chest feels like it's fucking like I am still so sore from like I haven't been working out a little bit because I'm like letting this heal up a little more before I really start kicking into high gear. But I still do everything else, and I basically picked my car, like ice picked my car out a few days ago. No. Like, from the weekend. So on Sunday, and it's Tuesday, and I'm still
work.
Like,
that's work.
I am fucking
yeah.
So
that's why I'm planning to get out of here, I'm over that. Sick of it. I'm done.
Going down there to freedom, huh? Going down there to freedom, guns, good life, good living, good eating, low taxes.
Plan.
Able to buy a home, raise your family. How's your family? Able to go ahead and, afford some good land. Good school districts.
Join me.
Making good money.
Hopefully switch careers, all that.
Yeah, you're gonna go down and get the data. People die everywhere, right? So I should be good everywhere.
People do die everywhere.
Huh. And really more in Florida. Do you know they call Florida?
Huh?
You know they call Florida?
What?
God's waiting room in my profession.
I mean, that makes sense. Between the drugs and old people.
Oh, man.
You can make a killing.
It's all about serving people, not about making
your own. Start your own.
Could serve a lot of folk, you say. I could serve a lot of folk.
Serve the community.
Serve the community. I'll be honest with you, but I'll never open a funeral home. I'm just gonna become a trade guy. Open a funeral home and having employees, I would. No, it just would be easy.
You've been in it enough,
Yeah, no, I kind of know, like, just because, like, everyone doesn't, like, it's funny, I talked to Justin about this, and I was like, I know what the plan would be. Know how we would do it. We would do pretty well. I'll tell you stuff off air that I don't want to put out here. But all right, listen here, people. We're not going to bore you anymore with this nonsense of moving to Florida, even though it's fucking sounds really awesome, and I'm so fucking jealous of Zen. Good for you, man. Fucking congratulations. Shout out to fucking Zen. Before you head out of here, I probably have to meet you in person. We have yet to meet in person.
Oh,
it's been funny. I've known you for a few years. I think it's been a few years, right?
I got a couple internet friends that I've known for
literally,
and I'm like, damn, it'd be nice to meet you in person. I met Los.
You did meet Los.
You did meet Los at a party, so that was dope. I was like, Los, shit, yo.
I have a feel, because what are you, like 6'3"?
6'2".
But you're lanky, so you look taller than you are.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I look long.
Fuck you. I fucking hate you tall people. I'm gonna make a world one day. All right, people, we're getting out of here because I'm about to go on a fucking depressive rant about fucking why the world should be made an inconvenience with people over fucking 6 foot. I can't stand these motherfuckers. They're nothing but they're a menace to society, and we got to get rid of them. All right, I am D. That over there is fucking Sid. He's the homie for now, but I don't know. May not be for long. He's fucking 6'2". You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, you ready to throw hands? Listen, I have a rule. I have a rule out here in these fucking streets. Let me tell you something. Now that I am 30 years old, if you want to fucking fight me, it's better be in a jiu-jitsu fucking arena. Because otherwise,
that's how we get down. If I'm not in
anybody,
I need to at least be in a gym. Need gloves on, headgear, mouthpiece.
You gotta go. But let me tell you this though.
I'll go.
If you catch me anywhere else, I'm going home, and you can take that however you want to. But after whatever it is, for any human walking, don't give a damn. I am going home, no matter how it's got to go down. It doesn't mean it's got to throw hands, and I'll leave it there. No. Oh, listen. Peace, love, and chicken. This has been one hell of an episode. Very insightful. There's going to be, it may not have been, too blam, crazy kind of clips, but I think that, you know, with people, when y'all go back and look back, y'all like it. So like, share, and subscribe.
We provided some comments, comment-worthy content.
There you go. There you go.
Comment-worthy content.
Because we kind of got into it. Because you had to unravel that thing, right? We just weren't, you just kind of couldn't just like give a take and not explain how you got to this take or why you got to that take. Like, I think it was pretty important of what we were doing. I think we're doing some good shit out there, Zen.
Yes, sir.
The world needs us. The world fucking needs us. Remember that. You motherfuckers need us. Because guess what? If you don't have us, there's going to be no Zen. There'll just be straight chaos.
Chaos. What are you going to do? You want to know how to navigate through it. That's why we're here. Help you to think.
What was it that the Mandalorian said? Show me the way. Oh, no. This is the way. And